Morning guys, welcome to my channel Confessions of a Gaming Mum. Oh my god. I am like trying to warm myself up. Oh, after that was so cold. That's the coldest I've ever run, even when it's like, it's not even icy. It's snowing. They threatened snow and I was like, nah, it's not gonna happen because like everywhere in the world gets snow apart from our little town, but it's snowing. But because it's been like torrential rain, well, it was torrential rain from like dinner time last night till 6 o'clock this morning. It's nearly 12 hours worth of just torrential downpour. That stopped, then the temperature dropped, and then the rain came back, but it came back as snow. So there's puddles everywhere. My feet are soaked. Because every time I try to tiptoe around a puddle, my other foot would splash the opposite foot and then like, yeah, just get absolutely soaked. I don't know if you can hear the wind, but it's like a force 9 gale out there. A freezing force 9 gale and snowing as well. So when that gust catches you, not only does it catch your breath and like you're trying to breathe because it's just taking your breath away, but you're also having like 1,000 sort of freezing cold needles just being blown into your face. So that was probably the most extreme run I've ever had. But it felt really easy in terms of, like I weren't out of breath. My legs weren't giving me too much grief. There was still some tightness there, but not like to the point where it was a problem and I noticed it that much. So I managed to do a 5k. So I'm really, really pleased with myself because I said to myself, I really want to start on a Sunday doing 5k because I have more time to concentrate on doing it. Rather than obviously during the week, I have to get back for my husband because my husband's working. So, so yeah, it was obviously my times during this week because where I was in Beast/Tomb Raider mode, like Tuesday and Thursday this week. So my times then were quite quick, but not, so like, yeah, so my times today weren't as quick, but they were still quicker than when I first started running. Like when I was running, I think I was at what, 7.5 minutes, nearly 8 minutes. And today my average was like 7 minutes 15. That was my average for each kilometre. I think my slowest kilometre was the second kilometre. It's always the second kilometre because that's where I have all the hills, like, and I have the steepest hill. So, but it's good to have that hill because then that warms up my legs for the rest of the run, so I don't mind so much. But yes, that second kilometre I was at 7.5 minutes. Everything else was less than that. So so yeah, I think I did really well. It was weird because I felt like, yeah, it was really weird because I felt like I wasn't putting as much effort into it in terms of I was like, no, I'm going to go at a steady pace. So I don't knacker myself out so then I can do the 5 kilometres. But I still felt like I was going quite fast. So like when I was being reminded that like, that I was like every kilometre, because obviously it tells me, it stops my music and says how fast each kilometre's been, so I know my my sort of progress. And yeah, and I was like, blimey, I did it in like 7.5 minutes. I thought I was going much slower, so it was nice to have that sort of, not validation, I'm trying to think of the word, I just can't think, confirmation basically on how quick I was doing each kilometre, considering, like I said, that I felt like I weren't pushing myself, I was just going at a steady pace. So that's really good. But Jesus, it's absolutely freezing. It was because on the last kilometre I rolled up my sleeves because I was getting really hot, rolled up my sleeves, pulled down, like unzipped my collar, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm getting really warm, this is actually quite nice. And then as soon as I got back to the car and I started warming up, I'm like, oh, cooling down, I was like, yeah, I'm actually getting really cold. So I was like trying to hurry up my cool down so I could get back in the car. So now I'm absolutely freezing. Oh, and my husband's just texted me to say, yeah, I can see it now. It's actually getting heavier, the snow. So as I was running, it was basically like dandruff. It was like you could barely see it, but you could feel it. Like I said, 'cause it was like 1,000 needles just being blown into your face. But now it's a lot thicker. Like you can really, really see it. I don't know if you'll be able to see it from here. I don't know if the camera will actually show it, but yeah, you can see how wet it is, so it's definitely not going to settle, but it's definitely cold enough for snow. But yeah, it's incredibly wet today in terms of like, because I run along the river and normally the river's like really low tide, But today it was the highest I've actually seen it, so almost like lapping around my ankles at some point. It was, yeah, it was quite high. So but it's really nice. So I won't listen to Tomb Raider today. I was listening to a playlist me and my husband did like about 3 years ago now. It's just we did like a weekend chill playlist that we were just like any sort of like nostalgia music, any sort of song we hear and we're like, oh my god, I love that song. We just add it to it, sort of thing. So it's like toe tapping, just all our sort of like nostalgia songs or songs that are in the charts and we just add it, and it's like grown and grown and grown. I think it's like 5 hours long or something. So like when we used to do our trips up to like Yorkshire and stuff, it would last us the whole trip. So it was so it's quite nice having that. So I thought, you know what, I was like, I don't want to listen to Tomb Raider because I don't want to go into beast mode, but I don't want to listen to my ghost podcast either, because when I listen to that, I'm more aware of what's going on around me, and I was like, I'm going to be knackered before I'm even halfway through. So I was like, so I want some music, but not music that's going to make me sort of subconsciously keep up with the beat, sort of thing. So I was like, yeah, I'll listen to that music, and it did really well. It was like, and it was nice, just, and it took me sort of out of the situation, sort of thing. So I think when you do that, it makes the running and the pain a lot less unbearable. So but yeah, I better head home because it's getting ridiculous now, and there's a guy that's almost fallen off his bike because for some stupid reason he just cycled through a really deep puddle. Idiot. Anyway, my hands are numb. My tongue was actually numb as I was running around, because obviously I breathe in and out through my mouth. I know I shouldn't, but that's what I do. I can't breathe properly through my nose when I'm out of breath. So yeah, because I was breathing in and out through my mouth, my tongue was actually going numb. It was really weird. I thought I'd get back to the car and do the vlog and I'd be like lisping because my tongue was like numb. But it's warmed up now, it's fine, so we don't have to worry. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to head back now and warm up and like get in that shower. Oh, can't wait. I need some hot food and a cup of tea as well. So I'll see you back at home. So yeah, it's a bit heavier than when I was out in it, luckily. Luckily I missed this. Wow!
She's got a surprise for me. She's finished.
Oh, that's snow!
All finished. You
Put your hand in it.
That's amazing. Perfect for my fishing stuff.
That'd feel weird.
It looks more like a cupboard than I imagine. Well, that's because
You're not pooping right now, are you, Bella?
Your chance inside.
Oh.
Yeah. Slime, have your slime.
This. It's a bit small.
What's that, Bubba?
Helping to look after these dogs.
The night is calm. The sky is clear.
Get Daddy.
Magic.
Get Daddy.
And what do they do?
They catch mice. The mice on the farm eat the other animals' food. And we... I'm so used to living on the farm.
Better leave them. Now here isn't it?
Lots of people put glass in the recycling bin. But what happens to it next? Today we're at the glass waste plant to find out. It's happy on the swings. Bring him on again. It doesn't look like you're trying to stop, Dad.
Excuse the hat hair, guys. I've just been in the garden with Bubs. Oh my god, it's so bitter out there. Jesus Christ. was trying to text my friend about joining the Discord group for the live stream tonight, and my hands were absolutely frozen. I was like, oh. But yeah, so our shop turned up, hence why we've come in. And also Bubs was like, his nose was streaming, his hands were soaking wet from like his gloves playing in the snow and stuff. So I was like, yeah, it's time to come in. But anyway, yeah, our shop came, so I've just sorted everything out, so I'll go through it with you, what we've got. A few things have changed, because obviously I'm still adapting my diet to different things, and obviously new things have appeared on the menu, on the shop as well, so so we thought we'd give them a go. This is the first time in God knows how long that we've not actually either received a substitute or not received what we've ordered. So so yeah, it's pretty good shop. I think it came to £75 today, so a lot cheaper than last week. Last week I think was quite a big shop though. But anyway, let me show you what we've got for this week. So I thought I'd start over here because this is the yogurt section. So obviously we've got Bob's Little Yeos, which he gets every week anyway. So this is for me, this is Greek style, fat free. Why are you not focusing? Focus please, focus. My camera's been an absolute nightmare lately and just not focusing. Anyway, yes, so fat free Greek style yogurt, which I'm going to use to make myself some tzatziki. So to go with my chicken in a high protein wrap, because yeah, Greek style yogurt, fat free is obviously low in fat but high in protein, so yeah, great for my diet. We got some Oatly because we forgot to go to the different Tesco that our shop comes from to get the coconut yogurts, so yeah, these for another week. But the one thing our shop does do, it's the same this is the same company as the yogurts we want to get, but yeah, they're a new thing. They're a dessert rather than an actual yogurt. Come on, focus, for God's sake. Okay, so it turned out I turned off focus, so that would help. So yeah, so we're giving these a go. Carrot? I can't even talk now. Caramel and chocolate desserts. They're made with almond milk though, I think, rather than coconut milk. But they're new. We'll give them a go. So we've only got a few. We haven't got. There's like 2 in each. So we thought we'd just give them a go as a nice treat. So this is my usual now because it's absolutely delicious and it's quite low in carbs. So my chicken and pancetta baked for me for dinner tonight. My husband's usual, which is the gunpowder potato chana masala. Our usual Chorizo style bangers that we use instead of saveloy. So these are new. So what I've decided to do this week is I've bought some pepperoni slices and some mozzarella, and I'm hoping that this week I'm going to do another cooking session with Bubs. So I'm going to make him help him make a pizza. So because I've got the wraps, so I'm going to give him one of them, and we've got some passata as well, so I'm going to put that on a pizza for him, and then he can dress it up, and that'll be a little cooking session for him. Got some cheese because obviously I'm eating this like nobody's business in my omelettes every morning. We've been waiting to get these for ages, since if you saw that my glasses broke, my drinking glasses, so I was very unhappy about that, and we've been waiting for these to become available every week when we've been trying to buy them, but they've only just become available this week. We're worried about the size and stuff, but yeah, they're perfect size, and they're nice thick sturdy glass, so hopefully they'll actually last better than the other ones. £1 each, absolute bargain. So yeah, really pleased with those. Got our usual vegan meatballs and our usual chicken style strips, our usual Naked Glory vegan burgers as well. And we've decided to give these another go, the Linda McCartney vegetarian sausages, because these tasted actually really nice in my stew. I think they actually taste better than the Naked Glory sausages in the stew. I don't know why. I think these soak up more of the flavour. So yeah, so we're going to try them again this week and see how we get on. Right, moving over here. So my usual, I've got my chicken, although it looks like there's only 4 in there for this week. Amazing. So yeah. So these are the wraps I'm going to try this week. So yeah, gluten-free and high protein, so I'll see how I get on with them. They're also vegan, so that's good to know. I love a falafel wrap. I haven't had falafel in forever. Right, got some Biscoff from my husband, again FYI vegan. Some more dark chocolate. I haven't actually started on the other bar yet, but I was like, might as well stock up just in case I do like it and I wanted some more because it's quite thin. So so yeah, we've got some more of that. Got some potatoes for my stew, baby carrots to go with those Savoy / chorizo sausages, some fusilli. I was running out, or I don't really fancy penne much. We prefer fusilli. So the only reason we got penne was for Bubs to do the one of the tricks that they, or not tricks, sort of skill set to try for his health assessment, where he has to sort of thread a string for a bit of pasta. So so that's why we got it. So he's done that, so now when we finish that, we'll go back onto the fusilli. Anyway, got some more tomato puree because I'm running out. Got eggs. I don't eat this many eggs during the week, but I hate the random size ones that they do at like 10 or 15. So I get through, what, 2 a day, 7 days a week, so that's 14. So yeah, 18 is obviously going to be more than enough, but it means we get less next week, so not too bad. We got the Barista Oatly because they didn't have any of the full fat one, but my husband checked and the carbs and like the calories and everything in like the sugars in the Barista edition is exactly the same pretty much as the full fat one that we normally get, so I'm not too fussed about having this in my drink. I prefer it to the semi-skimmed. The semi-skimmed is practically water, so yeah, definitely prefer this or the full fat. Got some more growing up milk for Bubs because that's what he has in his cereal every morning. Got some crumpets for my husband for his lunch still. Some more onions. Again, they started giving us decent size. Well, that one's a bit small, but at least they're not like half black. Normally they're like beaten to death and half rotten by the time we get them. Some carrots to add to my stock in the fridge. Some easy peelers for Bubs and some lemons. I didn't actually have my lemon water this morning. I just really didn't fancy it, but I did fine without it considering how cold it was. Some more garlic, so I'm going to need loads to put in my tzatziki. Cucumber, even though I hate cucumber, you can't have tzatziki without it, so I'll just grate like, I'll probably do like half of this and grate it in my tzatziki and then use the rest next week, see how I get on. And yeah, some more coffee capsules for our coffee machine, and these, yeah, they're compostable, they're eco capsules, hence why we got the machine and also these capsules, because like I said, we're trying to be eco-friendly, so could just get like a, what do you call it, a percolator, but you know, easier that way. And we got some more bread. Even though we got some bread at the weekend, we get through this like quite quickly now. Even though I'm not having it, it's my husband and Bubs having it now, but yeah, we still get through it quite quickly. So yeah, so that's all our shop this week, and yeah, I think my husband said it came to £75. Let me just check. 75.42 pence. That's what this all came to. So that's our shop for the week. Now I just have to put it away, and yeah, I was quite pleased with that. So good morning, guys. Apologies for not vlogging last night. It was a bit of a weird one last night. Trying to think when I last vlogged. So I vlogged obviously us in the snow, vlogged our shop. Yeah, and then basically after that, like not long after that, we had our dinner, because obviously then I had the vlog with Ash and Norsk Chick and Steve of War. So and I was quite anxious about it, so I had dinner at like 5, came up at like 22, started chatting to Ash on Discord and stuff just to make sure everything worked. Yeah, and then I was streaming for 3 hours. I felt bad for my hubby though. Chat wasn't exactly productive, so he was kind of like, hello, I'm talking, and no one was saying anything. I think with me though, I was kind of like distracted by the fact that I was like never played the games before, so I was kind of like, I don't know what I'm doing, what's going on. And at one point, yeah, I had the chat covered by a picture to try and get the control, because I didn't know what I was doing with the controls. So so yeah, Bubs fell asleep on my husband. Originally it was meant to be that like at about 7 o'clock my husband was going to come up and run Bubs a bath, and then put him to bed like we would normally do on a Sunday night, but literally within half an hour of me, or an hour of me coming upstairs, or like I think it was like probably about 6:30, he fell asleep on my husband, and my husband was sitting there for like an hour just being like, I don't know what to do. So I was just like, let's just go and put him to bed. So we put him in his PJs and put him to bed, and then my husband came and sat in here with me for the last, I think, half an hour. But yeah, it was great fun. Strange Brigade was the first game we played. Didn't play it for long, probably about the first 45 minutes. But it was really fun, really action packed. It'd be quite a fun game to play actually, online with friends. Phasmophobia though, it's a game I've always wanted to play. and I'm glad I've got to play it, but it was just like nothing happens. I don't know if it's because we're on like a lower level, so nothing really does happen. But yeah, it just felt like nothing was really happening. So they were all saying, oh, they'll probably try another game next time as their fallback. So we'll just see. But it was good as a one-off. I couldn't do it on a regular basis because it's not fair on Jay, so on my husband. So, but we've had more snow during the night. So see if I can show you what we've got in the garden. It's actually, I think there's actually a lot more like outside, and it's still snowing now as well, if you can see. So it's like just shocking that we've actually got snow. So so yeah, I plan on taking Bubs out in it today because he had like the best time yesterday. So it gives my husband a break because him and Bubs are just not getting on at the moment. I mean, Bubs absolutely loves him to bits, but my husband is just like, he's incredibly fed up because Bubs has developed this thing now of just hitting my husband, even like hitting him, falling into him, headbutting him, just stamping on him, kicking him, like any sort of pain he can inflict on my husband, he'll do it, and he'll laugh because he thinks it's hilarious. And it's just kind of like, don't really know what to do about it. I mean, yeah, you can take him away from the situation, but it doesn't stop my husband like getting like a crack on the forehead sort of thing. So we've got, yeah, no idea why he does it. He also has come to throwing a lot of his toys at my husband as well, like some really big, like his cars, like proper heavy cars that could really do some damage. He's seemed to throw them at my husband, again, because he thinks it's hilarious, and we just don't know why he's doing it. I'm hoping it's just like a phase he went through, like he went through a phase of biting. Although that lasted a couple of months, I don't think my husband could stand this lasting a couple of months, because I mean, he's already been headbutted this morning and it's not even 8:30, so yeah, I really don't know what to do about it. It's quite stressful, so yeah, I just think my whole thing is just to try and keep him as far away from my husband as possible for the next couple of weeks. But I need to get back to the nursery this morning, so I still haven't got back to him. To say that, yeah, we're happy for him to join in March, so we can get the ball rolling with getting settling in dates sorted. But right now, yeah, I'm just exporting Assassin's Creed, because literally as I was logging off from chatting with Ash and Co, so about 9:30, I realised that I hadn't done my video for today, so I was like, oh shit, so now I've got to sit here and do that. So I quickly did my Assassin's Creed video, but yeah, I just wouldn't have had the time because it took me till like 10:15, so I wouldn't have had the time to export it, because for some reason, even though the video is like 40 minutes long, it takes an hour for it to export. I don't know why. I mean, it's better than it was before, because it used to take 3 hours, but now it's taking, yeah, an hour, so no idea why. But yeah, so I'm going to export that, go downstairs, have my breakfast or whatever, and then come back up and upload it to YouTube and stuff. So yeah, so that's the plan. I'm also going to go downstairs now, I need to put our wash on. And that's it really, just sort out what I'm going to do for the day and get on with it. So I can free up some time so I can take Bubs out before I need to do my exercises. So wish me luck with that. Remember, got your toy table, got your kitchen, you can dust, you got all the tables. Who is it?
Baby.
Is it baby?
And the butty.
Don't put the baby in the potty. Careful.
Comments.
Ooh. Go. what you do when you make pizza, you take the tomato sauce and you put it in there. That's it. And you go beep, 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 like that. Okay, more. There you go. In there. That's it, and go whip, whip, whip. That's it. Well done. Yeah, look, you're cooking. That's it. All to the edge. Should we see? Last bit. That's it.
Okay.
That's cheese, Bubba. You can have some cheese on it.
Cheese.
Please. Grab it. Pick it up. Look. And then you go. Bloop.
Beep.
That's it. Another bit. Bloop. That's it. Should you break it up a bit? There we go. So you get more pieces everywhere. Yeah. That's it. Doesn't that look yummy?
Mommy.
Yummy, yeah.
Mommy.
Yeah, now let's open this. So you can have some pepperoni.
Mommy.
Pepperoni. If I can get it open. Yeah. Take one of them. Oh, you got two there. That's it. Nice. Nice. So you're going to put one. Put it on the pizza. Bloop. There. Another one. Put it on the pizza. Papa. Not supposed to. Yeah, supposed to put it on the pizza. There we go. That's your pizza. Well, you like pepperoni, so that's a good thing. So yeah, Bubs' pizza. Doesn't that look yummy? Now we've got to cook it.
Cookie.
You're going to stick it in the oven for about 10 minutes. No, we're sticking it in the oven now, Bubba. We're going to stick it in the oven.
I am.
We've got a pizza stone in there as well. Oh. It's your pizza. Say bye-bye, pizza. No, careful. So we put that on for, so we put it on for 5 minutes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3. Ooh. Yeah. Ooh. Nice.
Nice.
Nice, yeah. Good afternoon, I guess. Well, it's 4:15. I've been home probably almost 20 minutes after taking Bubs out. Took him out for a good hour actually, to the park. We only came back, so we're on our way back, but I was trying to sort of appease the strain of him coming home with the fact that we were going to try and see a train, but as we got to the station he then said potty, so tried to get him home as quick as he could in our wellies, and with it being as like snowy and icy outside, so obviously he couldn't wait, so he was very wet when we got home, but bless him, at least he told me. So so yeah, that was a bit of a bummer, but he's been good like the rest of the time in terms of like peeing on the potty and pooing on the potty and stuff, so yeah, he's just not got to that point where he can hold it for that long. I mean, it weren't even that long, it was what, 5 minutes, but again, he doesn't know how long he needs to hold it for, so anyway, so yeah, so we went out into the park rather than just letting him loose in the back garden. I was like, no, we'll take him to the park. And he's just got this thing now of having to pick up snow and like pat it with his hands, and and obviously what that does, it gets all the snow in his gloves and it just makes them all icy and wet and soggy and stuff. And then he was crawling around on all the slides in the park, which are covered in snow, so he got his jeans wet. So so I shoved it all in the washing machine. He's all warmed up now though, he's okay. So so yeah, so a good hour, hopefully that's like sort of chilled him out a bit, because yeah, it's getting to a point now where it's actually quite, he's being really challenging for me and my husband, and it's really sort of getting us down quite a bit, because I think it's just a vicious circle though. I think he's kind of like, he's reading, like he's seeing, one, how stressed my husband is with work, which obviously doesn't help, two, how stressed I get with my husband when he's stressed, also the fact that obviously we just have the anxiety and just the general negativity of being stuck in the house and not really being able to go anywhere. And I think that's what leads to him playing up, so then obviously that makes things worse, and then obviously there's more sort of stress in the house and anxiety in the house, which then leads to him being the same, so it's just a never-ending cycle. So I tried really hard today to try and like just really sort of keep an eye on him, play with him whenever I can and stuff, but it's just proving really, really difficult. And today, yeah, just been really, really difficult. So I'm hoping taking him out of the house today and letting him play in the snow and stuff has helped to sort of diffuse it a bit, but we'll see. I've left him with my husband downstairs. My husband had a phone call while we were out, so hopefully, yeah, the trip or the run around in the park in the snow has helped to calm him down a bit, so hopefully he'll be okay with my husband, because it's just like my husband will be really stressed. He'll be all like sort of typing away on his computer or whatever, and then Bubs will throw a toy at him or come over and just slap him or whatever, and it's just it really doesn't help. So I'm hoping it's just a phase like he went through with the biting, but if it is, then it's going to last a couple of months, and I don't know if my husband can handle being beaten up and having toys thrown at him for a couple of months, to be honest. Not while, like I said, we're stuck in the house. I can't take Bubs anywhere, so it's, yeah, we're not having fun right now. But anyway, like I said, I've come upstairs. I've just checked some of the washing was dry, so I've put that away, but I've come up to do my exercises, so I'm going to do that before dinner. I left Bubs watching The Incredibles, so hopefully that will keep him occupied while I do my exercise, and hopefully he won't stress out my husband too much. We'll see. But oh, also my husband tried to download for me the fan made. It's by a guy called, pretty sure you can pronounce it, Nickabass. For those that don't know, like Tomb Raider fans will know who he is, but non-Tomb Raider fans probably won't. Basically this fan is single-handedly recreating, or like doing a remake of Tomb Raider 2, and he's doing an absolutely fantastic job on it. But he's literally just released another demo, because he released a demo a good while ago now, well over a year I think. Yeah, he released like a demo of that a while ago, so now he's released a second demo. So my husband downloaded that for me, because I was hoping to live stream it on Wednesday. But then my husband was like, well, the good news is we've downloaded it. Bad news is that it only works with an Xbox controller, so I don't know what my options are going to be, because I really hate an Xbox controller. I just can't get on with them. So we'll just have to see. But I hopefully I can play it for my Wednesday live stream. So then Sunday, Valentine's Day, also Lara Croft's birthday, I will be starting my official like Tomb Raider 2 streaming series, which I'll do every Sunday and Wednesday from Valentine's Day onwards. So so yeah, that's the plan, but we'll see how I get on. I've literally just been a wee, but I feel like I need another one before I start my exercises, so I might just try and go and then I'll get on with my exercises. So I will probably see you tonight after dinner. Good morning, guys. Apologies again for not vlogging last night, but again we had a really bad evening with Bubs, to the point that we just took him up to bed early, and basically I was in tears in the evening, because I'm just so fed up of it, and I just don't really know what to do with his behaviour, because it's ridiculous. It's like, and when I tried to look up like solutions to it is it's the whole thing of like toddlers throwing things, not like just throwing things in general, just throwing them around the room, which he does anyway. But the fact that he's being sort of to the point that he's actually making an effort to throw them at my husband and throw them really hard, and I'm talking about like heavy toys, like big heavy toys that will cause like a really bad injury if they were to hit you and you're unawares of it. So yeah, it's just like, what do you do in that situation? I'm just like, I think lockdown doesn't help in terms of my my mental state anyway, so it probably like I probably wouldn't be reacting to it as badly as I have been in terms of like just being really fed up with it. I probably wouldn't be this bad if we weren't like just stuck in the house with him all the time. So yeah, so I really wasn't in a good place last night, because I just basically felt like a failure as a mother. But we got one good update in terms of that we heard back from the nursery. So his start date for nursery is Thursday the 4th of March. He's going to start, and we've got that week, so the Monday and the Wednesday we'll be taking him in for his settling in. I'm not entirely sure how they happen and like what goes on or whatever, but obviously we'll see. Again, it's one of those things, even though like, yeah, he's driving me mad and stuff, and I'm hoping this kind of helps with his behaviour, but yeah, I just feel bad leaving him. But then I know it's for the best for all of us, because I think, one, we need time away from him at the moment, and also he needs to spend time with other kids his age, because it's not helping him socially to be just stuck indoors with us all the time. I mean, I took him out yesterday. I mean, I really tried with him yesterday, and like I said, it just felt like it meant sod all, really, with his attitudes. So I mean, I'm probably getting people watching this thinking, oh, he's a toddler, it's what they do. But it's like, yeah, but I'm trying bringing a toddler up in lockdown, especially when like my husband's like super stressed with work at the moment, because that's what doesn't help, is the fact that you got my husband really stressed with work. So when he takes a break from work, he's getting attacked by his toddler, his son. So yeah, it's not really nice for my husband, is it? So yeah, that's kind of where we are anyway. But anyway, on to this morning. So I've been on my run, despite the fact it's like this right now. So I didn't know if I was going to do it. For one thing, where we live, the roads are super icy, and I've never driven in the ice or snow ever. This is the very first time I've ever done it. So I was a bit apprehensive about it, but I did fine. It was okay. Luckily all the roads to here are gritted, because you come down quite a steep hill to get here, so that's all gritted, luckily, because that's the one thing I was worried about. I was like, I probably might be able to get here, but then I won't be able to get back. But yeah, the main road is fine. It's just the road that we live on is really icy because it's not been gritted, and because we're on a sharp corner, so it is a bit hairy coming around there. But anyway, yeah, so I managed to come out, and yet they've not gritted anywhere around here at all. So it's literally, and there's barely been anyone here. You see, like, there was literally, on the route that I ran, there was one guy and his dog, in terms of that's the footprints that there were. So it was literally just thick snow on the floor, which was really nice to run in, actually. It just felt really nice, because I love the crunch of the snow under my feet anyway. So having it when you're running, it was great. I was really apprehensive in terms of, I was being really careful. Like you'll probably see from my times are quite slow. Or slowish, and so I was being really careful in terms of, I know there's bits that are icy and stuff, so I was just making sure like where I was treading and things, and there was a few spots that were quite icy, so I just walked around them. Also literally as I was coming to like halfway to the like I was like 500 meters before like completing the 4th kilometer, the last kilometer, because I was only going to do 4. And the warden, who I see every time I come here, he's a really nice guy, lovely guy, stopped me and gave me a bit of a talking to, because obviously where I run, they've put a gate up to stop people running there, and he knows I run there. So he said you shouldn't really be running in this when the weather's like this, because like if you were to slip and fall, it would take a while for us to get to you, and obviously it's really cold, so hypothermia might set in, blah blah blah. It was like, I've been up mountains, I know how bad it can get. So I was like, oh okay, sorry. But he was really nice about it. It was like, I just think you're mad in this weather. I was like, I'm a mum of a toddler in lockdown, and of course I'm mad. So so yeah, so he was nice about it, but it was a bit of a stern talking to, because he's never really spoken to me other than like good morning and are you crazy when I've been running in like extreme weather. So so yeah, so because he stopped me, I was like, god damn it, he's like bugging up my time. So I was like, I'll do another kilometre just to try and even out my average again. So yeah, so I can't really spend too long here, because I've got to get back from my husband, because obviously work day to day and he's with Bubs. So so yeah, I don't think there was anything else I wanted to say. Don't think so. Hopefully I can be a bit more a bit better in terms of updating you guys and vlogging. I just hope you just don't know how Bubs is going to be and what his attitude is going to be like. So yeah, I just got to see what he's like. I think I'm going to do the same thing today as I did yesterday, in terms of I'm going to take him out for a walk in the snow and stuff, because he absolutely loved it. So and yeah, because obviously it's a bit thicker today. So yeah, I think I'm going to take him out after lunch once I've warmed up, because it was really cold. I didn't do my full cool down, because I was just like, I'm cooling down quite quickly, and I'm getting too cold. I want to be in the car in the warm. So so yeah. But anyway, I'm going to head home now and relieve my husband and get myself some breakfast and a hot cup of tea. So I'll see you at home, hopefully. Good evening, guys. Much better day today, like just miles better, hence why I'm doing this video and not like absolutely passed out from like crying myself to sleep. So yeah, so I forgot to mention earlier as well, because I was so knackered, I forgot to mention it. When Bubs woke up from overnight sleep, from big sleep, like it must have been about 7:30. I got up at like 7:20, so I was trying to be as quiet as possible, but I think Bubs is just such in a light sleep at that point in the morning that anything you do kind of just wakes him up. So unfortunately, yeah, he woke up. But my husband took him, because he wanted to go straight downstairs, went straight downstairs, and he said he wanted to go on the potty, so my husband put him on the potty. He didn't do anything, but his nappy, his nighttime nappy, was bone dry. So we don't know if that's a sign that he's now ready for nighttime training. I don't know. The health visitor said to me that if they go like 4 to 5 nights with dry nappies, that means that they're ready to be nighttime trained. So obviously we'll just have to see, but that's the first time ever I think he's actually had a dry nappy during the night. Normally it's like absolutely drenched and weighs a ton. So the fact is, he has 4 nappies left of this pack, and then that's it. Then we're not going to buy him anymore. I've said what I want to do is risk using his cloth nappies again, just one, so we don't have to waste having to buy like a full pack and then he doesn't use them all. So I'd rather just go with the cloth nappies, especially if he's only wearing them like one a night. So so yeah, I'm hoping that his wheeze are getting less and less in terms of, I mean, if he even doesn't, like if he stays dry, I don't know, but yes, so yeah, that's the plan right now. So but it was interesting. And then he had a nap earlier, so he fell asleep on me, like, because we were playing upstairs for the majority, hence why I haven't really done much filming, because I've been chasing him around the house all day. And yeah, we were upstairs and we put the TV on in our bedroom, and he sat on the bed with me, cuddled up with me, and then he just fell asleep, and that must have been about 10 to 5, and he woke up at just gone 6. And he was dry, so then as soon as he woke up we sat him on the potty, and he was crying, but he didn't like object to being sat on the potty, and he did like the biggest wee. So it just shows he is definitely starting to get the whole thing of being able to hold it and not just release like when he feels like it. So that was very good. He's done all his poos on the potty as well today. We did go out for a walk after dinner, but it didn't last very long. That was quite funny because like we went out, and I just feel really bad for him because we don't have a sled, and all the other kids seem to have a sled, so it would have been nice to take him somewhere where he could use it, but literally all he's doing is just walking around picking up the last remnants of the snow that's outside and just patting it in his hands because that's all he likes doing, bless him. So yeah, we'll just have to see if I don't think there's going to be any snow tomorrow. I think it's just gonna like just freeze over what we've got left, sort of thing. But yeah, so we went out for the walk and he was just doing that, but everywhere's so icy, there wasn't really a lot of places we could walk. Took him to see the trains and he cried because he didn't want to see the trains, he wanted to play in the snow. So we decided to have a little walk around, and then he would stop every so often to pat a bit of snow that was like just hanging onto the edge of like a corner of a road or something. Started protesting because we're walking back to our house, and we're like, no, we're not going to walk to our house, we're going to go past our house. But he was just like too busy crying, and then he just walked to our house, and we were like, well, we did say we weren't gonna stop here, but okay. And we're like, no, come on, we're gonna keep walking, we're gonna go around the block. And then he came up to us and he was like, water? And we said, we don't have your water. So he was like, water. So he started crying again, so we're like, fine, so we just go home because home is right here. And he just walked to the front door, so we're like, okay, we've been out for like what, 20 minutes if that. So not even that, it was probably like 10 minutes. So yeah, weren't a very long walk. So yeah, but in the end it was like 7:30 anyway, so I came up and ran his bath because he didn't have a bath on Sunday night, obviously, because he fell asleep at like 6 or whatever it was. So yeah, so he's had his bath tonight and stuff. No, my husband is just putting him down, but in terms of his behaviour, tonight he's been a bit boisterous in terms of not like directly punching my husband, like hitting or kicking him or whatever. It's more like rough and tumble sort of play rather than directly punching him sort of thing. So he's like falling onto him and stuff, and like I said, just rough and tumble. But he did throw a few things at my husband this morning, which basically anytime he threw anything at my husband, I just took the toy away and went, right, okay, you're not going to see this now for a while. And I've basically they're all next to me on the bed. There's a few things, and I think he started to twig. He was like, yeah, if I throw these things, they actually mean business now. So so hopefully that'll work. So I'll take everything down. If it's not too much for me to carry, I'll take it downstairs when we go down, like tonight after I've finished editing. So we will start sort of like the process again tomorrow, and then obviously as soon as he throws anything at my husband or whatever, I don't mind him throwing things around the house because it's a thing that they do. Toddlers do that because it's like motor skill thing. It's a new thing that they've learned. So as long as it's not aimed at the TV or aimed at anything or anyone in particular, I don't mind too much. It's when it's like big heavy things that could cause damage or whatever, or could be damaged by being thrown, that I'm like, no, right, taking it away sort of thing. So I think like it's the only way he's going to learn is if like he throws something and then it's like, oh, mum took that away because I threw it, therefore. So hopefully it will be a quick learning curve. But I think that was it. Yeah, so I've got tonight, because obviously tomorrow is Wednesday, so I've got a live stream tomorrow. I'm hoping to live stream the Tomb Raider 2 fan remake by Nick Abbas. That's what I'm hoping to do, yeah, tomorrow. So then on Sunday, which will be Lara's birthday, I'll be live streaming original Tomb Raider 2. But yeah, so tonight I have to get not only my vlog for tomorrow night done, I also have to get my Tomb Raider Anniversary Edition video for Thursday night done. So quite a bit to do. So I better get on with it really, shouldn't I? Anyway, I can't really think of anything else that I was going to say. No, I can't really think of anything. I haven't really talked about my lunches, I don't think, because obviously I've been cooking. I've only had 4 chickens this week, chicken breasts. So what I'm doing is I'm cooking them and then dividing them by 5 sort of thing. So I'm just having like slightly less chicken. But I'm having those wraps, and those wraps are actually quite high in carbs. Yeah, they're high in protein, but they're even higher in carbs, and I didn't realise that. So obviously that's slightly annoying. But I've made my tzatziki today. It gets nicer each day that I have it, because obviously then the garlic sort of seeps into all the yogurt. Oh, just I love tzatziki so much. So yeah, so that it was really garlicky today, so I loved it. But on the first day I tried it, it was really horrible. I think I made the mistake in terms of when I was cooking the chicken, I had to put the chicken in for 10 minutes longer. And I'd already put the tzatziki in the wrap, so by the time I ate it, the tzatziki is soaked into the wrap, and obviously all the juice from freshly cooked chicken had soaked in, so it just completely fell apart. I had to eat it with a knife and fork in the end. It was horrible. But today, obviously, it was because it was cooked chicken that had cooled down, so it weren't as oily. And I'd put the chicken in first, then I put the tzatziki in, and it was much better. But there's still quite a lot of chickens, so trying to wrap those wraps around it kind of just fell apart still, but nowhere near as bad as it was the other day. But it was still absolutely delicious. So but the thing is, it's just when it comes to trying to up my protein, it always seems that I have to have carbs as well with it, and it's like I already have too many carbs in my dinner because of like my vegan dinners and stuff. So yeah, it's just trying to find things to add, like to push my protein up, because it's still really low. So so I don't know. So I've been looking at protein powder, but then I'm kind of thinking, but what do I put the protein powder in, unless I put it in a yogurt maybe, I don't know. So so the only other thing I was thinking is like protein bars. So so I might look into that. That might be my next thing. So just like I said, constantly chopping and changing, but I don't mind as long as I'm losing weight each week, whether it's like £1, £2, I don't really care. So because like I said, this is a learning curve until I can establish what works for me, and then I can just keep at that and then just work with that. So so yeah, another week where I'm learning something new. So it's good, it's good, I'm enjoying it. The food is delicious and I'm still losing weight with it. So, and I'm not hungry either or craving anything, which is great. So but yeah, I've been talking long enough, so I better get on with editing my videos. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then please leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. You can also follow me on social media, or the links will be down below. And on that note, I'll say love you guys, and I shall see you on the next video. Bye.